I'm Robert Anshilla, out of Belleville, born in Nigeria. Parents are from Nigeria, moved over here when I was about 6, came straight to Detroit and settled down here in Belleville. Ended up going to middle school out in Ypsi, came to high school in New Jersey and came back over here to Belleville to finish up high school. Summertime, we went to states, we lost, you know what I mean? All the seniors left. I'm over here taking this in like this is live. Daryl's taking this in like he needs that. We need to get back to states. We got the team, we got the power, right? So like, what do we need to do now? We gotta work. I knew how to work out hard, but I didn't know how to work out smart. So something about us, Daryl and I really clicked up because we didn't hang out or party or like do anything extra besides getting up in the morning, going to the gym. Like that was it. This is all we knew was just how to work out. Me, him, and Alex and Tyler. Like this is all we did for like a whole summer, right? I would get up, Daryl would call me in the morning on the house phone. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, what's going on? I'm like, dog. So where we gonna work out at today? He's like, I don't know, just ride over and we're gonna figure it out. My mom's like, get off the phone. I'm like, oh no, I'm just talking to Daryl. So boom, hang up the phone, hop on my bike. We had no cell phone, so I just had to assume that he was gonna be at the house, right? So I hop on my bike, ride over to Daryl's crib, and I go out there. I already see him, he's in the street already shooting, right? I look over because Tyler stayed around the corner. Tyler's over there like, what's up, man? Yo, let's go hoop, right? So we playing ball, we hooping at the park all day, all night. It's dark out, got to ride back home. This is every single day consistently, right? That's the start of it. Then the next progression was like AU. So boom, what are we on? Team Michigan. All right, cool. So we hop over there, ride my bike over there to his house, hop in the car, we ride out into the city, we playing tournaments, we playing competitions all day, come back, done. This is also all summer long. The next portion of it was Big Daryl's like, y'all need to get into the weight room. You need to get in the weight room, baby. You got to hit these weights. You can't be small out here. I'm like, yeah, all right, okay, cool. You know, so he's like, all right, come on. I'm gonna put you in, just go ahead and get you right. So I'm like, all right, let's see what's up with these weights. Let's see what these weights is talking about. So I go over to his house and he's like, you got the weight room downstairs. And as I'm walking downstairs, Mike Hall, big as hell Mike Hall, looking D1 scholarship ready. He's like, yeah, just got done hitting about 400. I'm like, this is big ass, where do you get 400 pounds worth of weight? And I go into the basement, Big Daryl got this whole gym set up down there. Daryl already over there got a squat rack going. I was like, this is unreal. That was my first taste of weight room action. And I wasn't entirely ready for it, but I got it, right? Big Daryl like, push, let's go, baby. You ain't gonna be small. You gotta get big out here. They gonna come at you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be on point. You gotta be on point, baby. Let's go. So I'm hitting these reps. Me and Daryl, we trying to get swole out here, right? So that was the weight room progression. We got the street ball. We got the AU competition. We got our body right. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Daryl. All of a sudden, some little muscles up here start forming on his shoulder. I'm like, dog, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this little thing right up here that you got growing? I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I want that too, right? So, and then Big Daryl's like, yo, we got to go ahead and hit these workouts. We got to get away from all this. We got to get away from all this bullshit. We got to get away from all this madness. We need to take y'all over to someplace so you can really work out. And I was like, what's that? And Daryl's over there kind of just sitting down quietly. I'm like, yeah, where we going to work out at? You know what I'm saying? We about to go over to Port Huron. I was like, okay, that's what's up. Port Huron. Where's that at? He's like, you know where it's at. I was like, okay. I'm like, I really don't know. We riding, you know, we chopping it up. You know, I'm telling Big Daryl and Daryl about my girlfriend, man, this and that. And Daryl talk about, yeah, you know, I might take this chick to prom. And I was like, you know, we having our conversation, just cooling out, you know what I'm saying? Big Daryl spitting knowledge. That's probably where I got a whole bunch of my knowledge from. So we go here taking this smooth little drive down to Port Huron. We get there. I'm thinking it's all cool, all, you know, cupcakes and creamery, right? So we get in there. And he pulls out this pad from the trunk of the car. I'm looking at Big Daryl. I'm like, hey, what you need that pad for? I look at Daryl like, what he need that pad for? Daryl just got his headphones on, just walking. He's just focused. I'm like, why Daryl so focused right now? I'm thinking like, what's happening? Okay, Big Daryl got these pads, got these cones. I'm sitting there like, man, why we come all the way out to Port Huron? So we get out there. The gym is empty. It's quiet. It's nighttime. It's empty. If you were outside of the gym within anywhere of a 5-mile radius, you would have heard the smacks of these pads that Big Daryl was delivering on our bodies when we were going to the rack every single drill. First, it's like, all right, come down. Inside out, through the legs, finish strong, right at the basket. I was like, yeah. He was like, left hand. I was like, okay, I don't really use my left too much. I go down there that first time, going up for the layup. I must have gotten thrown from under the basket to the side of the wall. I never been hit like that. I was like, oh my God. And then Daryl's looking over there at me like, shit, like, yeah. I was like, for real? He's like, let's work. You know what I'm saying? Daryl like to eat. He the biggest thing, you know, closest thing to my big brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my pops and big brother, we fan with us. So Daryl picked me up, like, let's go, bro. We gotta keep working. So I'm over there again to the rack again, woo, getting thrown, but I ain't get thrown as far this time. You know what I'm saying? So keep hitting this, contact, we going up, everything. He's like, dunk everything, go for the rack, dunk everything. So all of a sudden I'm pushing myself, I'm taking off, I'm dunking. I'm doing all types of shit that I never even thought I'd be finished. I'm finishing all types of way at the basket that I never even knew that I'll be doing. Daryl's over here getting all these tough finishes and legs to the basket he never thought that he'd be doing. And this training that we were going through, I didn't know what it meant. I had no idea what it was doing to me. But they always say that killer instinct isn't something that can be taught. I don't believe that, because like I had athleticism, I had talent, I had passion and hard work, right? But it wasn't until I started riding up there, watching my big bro, watching Daryl, okay, getting smacked and going through these drills, working hard. And I'm competitive, so I'm watching him train. I'm like, you know what, I gotta get that right. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be able to finish this. I gotta be consistent. It wasn't until I watched that and then big Daryl's over here feeding this instinct into us while we're in attack mode, while we're tired as hell. Nah, next rep, you gotta keep attacking. You gotta keep going no matter what, no matter who it is, no matter what's coming at you. You gotta do it. You gotta finish. It doesn't matter. Going through that process, it wasn't until I did that my own killer instinct started to ignite. Something else started to spark in me that I wasn't even entirely like woke to yet. But at the end of that summer, after all of those times we went up there and I'm working on my skills, and people don't even know this stuff because I'm playing the 5 in college, but I'm out there working with Daryl, who's a D1 point guard. I'm going through all of this, and then we just attacking, and the mentality that we got while we're attacking, intensity that we're going through, it was like nothing that you would face when you come onto the court. And this is what I didn't get. I'm just going through it, but it was just, it brought something else out in me. So then when practice comes, when the season time comes, and Daryl is this much further ahead of his peers, everyone's looking like, yo, what did he do? How did he get to what he got right now? And then when I'm over here trying to go up and dunking on everybody, and during that summer I learned it was like, yeah, if you can't jump over them, you got to go through them. So when I'm going over here trying to go through everybody for every single dunk, and people was wondering why, this is where it came from. You know, that was our summertime, and the whole time, Daryl don't know it, but like I was always watching because he was better. He was always better than me, you know what I mean? So I always wanted to go ahead and fight right back at him. But that's how siblings go, right? I wanted to not just be right there to, you know what I'm saying, run the drills with him. I wanted to be better. So I'm over here battling, going at him. Big Daryl's pushing me, Daryl's pushing me. And that's how I got into our, you know, my junior year, his senior year. He balls out. Howard calls him up. Boom, my guy's getting looks. I'm over here still looking like, man, when am I gonna get some calls? When am I gonna get some looks? And I just knew what I needed to do to keep working. Man, let me tell you some more about our crazy training. We had days where we would hop on a bike. Me, Daryl, and Alex would hop on a bike like, man, we were gonna ride. Yo, let's just ride around Belleville real quick. All right, cool. So Al will ride his bike over to Daryl's. I meet up over there, and we'll just take off. And then we'll just keep going. And we're like, yeah, let's just see where this takes us. And then we tired as hell, but we ain't realized that we got to come back home. So look, this was the athletic summer. We want to get our hops up, so everybody getting their hops. This was the thing that was in. Strength shoes were in. The little strength shoes that like lifted your calf muscles up. So all you had to do is just, if you just ran and just walked and ran in these or did whatever, you automatically increase your vertical. So they say, do these like strength, these strength shoes workout, these jump soles, these workouts in his garage. And then we like, all right, let's go running in them. And so like we taking turns because we all wearing like size 13, 14. So we switching shoes while we doing the workout so we can all get this workout in. Like this is the grind. We had 2 pairs of strength shoes. I was running in regular shoes and we just started running down Belleville Road again. I don't know how many times I ran down Belleville Road. Shit doesn't make no sense. It should never have happened like this. So we running down a service drive, and I look back and I'm thinking to myself, man, how did we just ran 6 miles? Like, why do we do that? And we never stopped to think yet again, we got to run back home. But before we get to that, we run to the hill. So we got this hill up there, and I can't wait till Daryl tells this portion of the story, because this is so true. This is so facts right here. We get to the hill, and we do a workout at the hill. We carrying each other on the back with these jump sole shoes on, running up the hill. And that was at the end of the workout. The regular workout, okay, we got to do 10 sprints up, jog back down. We got to do slide shuffles up, jog back down. We got to do back pedals up, jog back down. So we doing all of that. Now we carrying each other on our backs. So we got to do squat jumps, jog it back down. And after the workout, we said, all right, we got to run home now. So we start walking, legs is cramping up, our body's fatiguing. Man, we scared as hell. And it just so happens that someone from school saw us and it's like, yo, what y'all doing? We're like, yo, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we try to get home. We came out here this crazy ass workout, but it was all good. Hopped in the whip, went back home. Crazy ass workout. This should be a saga, like the crazy workout segment. So going into my senior year, during the 2003 season with Daryl, we made it to the semifinals. Their season, we got knocked out before we made it to the States. Should have made it again. I think we might have lost by like 2 points. It was devastating. Definitely should have gotten it. Daryl had started getting some looks from some D2 schools. Howard started showing up to games, you know what I mean? And then he got committed. Saying he signed. And it was like, this is what the journey was about, making sure he wanted to sign and get to that D1 school, you know what I mean? Like, he did that. And it's crazy because he was overlooked, behind all his peers when he went into his senior season. So his sophomore year, his junior year, he was always the underdog with it, but then he went ahead and bust his ass and he knew what he wanted. He knew what his drive was. And I was right there witnessing it. I didn't know what it had meant to him, but looking back in retrospect, that's what turned him so much more into what he is, going into his college career and into his pro career. I'm over here trying to follow the same footsteps. And nobody knew about me at all during my junior year, really. But it wasn't until I started doing some more workouts, some more AAU stuff, and then I finally got noticed. A little bit more by some D2 schools. I came on a radar. Like I was getting looked at by like your Siena Heights, your Concordias, you know what I'm saying? But like I wanted so much more. We had some connections and some different like colleges checking things out, but I ended up signing ultimately to Wayne State. I remember the article that Coach Greer wrote about me and E.J. Harrelson, they wrote about me, which I'm mad cool with today. Shout out to Wayne State. They showed me a whole lot of love until today. They took a chance on me. They saw that. And I remember an article that Coach Greer wrote. He came and watched me play against Romulus because Belleville versus Romulus was madness. And Coach Greer said, yo, Rob, yeah, he's a diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? Like he's that guy who players haven't seen too much of, but he's going to be a big time player. And to have that chance, taken on me, like to not see like just the pure raw, just to see like, oh, I'm killing now, but to see the potential of what I could do. And when I was getting ready to explode, he had a big knack for that. So I get over to Wayne State, now the hunger just increases. Daryl comes back from Howard, his hunger increasing because we're not getting any minutes coming in, early stages like that, like how we want to straight away. So our summer grinds continue, we just keep pursuing, we keep going on. And so I was at Wayne State for 2 seasons, and then I didn't feel like I was getting what I deserved. I felt like I wanted so much more. So I made a decision personally to leave and transfer over to Fort Hays State University. Looking back on the decisions, I can't regret anything that goes on, but I get over to Fort Hays State into a situation now where I'm not getting any playing time, period. I'm not getting looked at, period. You know what I mean? And the NCAA rules only get to transfer to 2 schools. And my parents always put the value of education over sports. They're like, you stay in your ass in this school. You're not about to bounce around from university to university losing credits. You need to get this degree, right? Because basketball is not forever. I'm like, fair enough. I'm going to stick by my principles. I'm going to stick by my values. And, so I decided to stay there at Fort Hays. Going back to D2 competition, D2 levels, it's hard as hell. Like at Wayne State, we made it to the Sweet 16 for Division II. Amazing basketball that was going on there. We played tough as hell. It was a great You know, we were Coach Gray. It was hard. Like we had guys, so many guys I knew around me that went professional. We had so many killers. The basketball competition level of that, same way as the one that we did, gave me the same feeling that I had in high school. You know what I'm saying? The same grit. Fans were amazing there. Like our point guard was leading the nation in assists at D2. Our shooting guard, he was like top 4 in the nation in scoring. I get over to Fort Hays. Fort Hays is already ranked top 5 in the nation before I get there. So I went over there with Alex, that I also went to high school with, and you know, we're top 5 in the nation. Our arena is 8,000 people in our arena alone. It's Gross Coliseum. It was literally a coliseum. Like when we had games, it didn't feel like a D2 environment. Like it felt completely different. We had more crowds at our games than many and most D1 conferences. So every game that in our league, in our conference, minimum 3,000-4,000 people at a game. Our games were sold out. We had blackout games. It was ridiculous. 7,000-8,000 people in there just wearing an all black shirt, you know what I mean, just going mad. And this is a college environment, and this is the middle of Kansas. I didn't get any clock. I didn't get any minutes. I barely got any time. I think I averaged like 5 points a game or something terrible. But there's something else that happened, because at the end of my whole college career, out of all the being ranked top 5, everything in the nation, none of the guys on my team ended up playing pro. And Daryl will say it, a lot of other guys will say it. I got a lot of respect, but they'll be like, yo, you was the best dude on the team. You just didn't get it. You didn't get your chance. And it's true. I didn't get my chance. I didn't get my shot over there in college. And, you know, I hear a lot of stories from a lot of guys saying, hey, you know, this coach did this and this coach did that. Look, I'm not going to put anything on whatever a coach does, whatever they say they do. But all I know is that I knew myself, and I knew that I was great. I knew that I had something in me, and I worked at it. And I proved it everywhere else that I went to. A lot of people don't know that I went to exposure camps my junior season because I wanted to forego my senior season. I didn't even want to go back. I didn't get an offer to go overseas. I had some small looks and small teams scouting me over in Europe, but I didn't want to jump to take it. It wasn't what I wanted just yet. So it wasn't until after my senior season that, you know, I did the exposure camps. I did the tours. I went all across the U.S. to the combines, and I did like 6 combines, and like my mom's was taking care of like expenses for a lot of this stuff. I saved a lot of money. I was training kids. I scraped every penny I had and invested in myself to get to where these scouts and these coaches were to watch me. I MVP'd 4 out of 6 of these camps I went to, and this is against D1 guys who were getting draft looks. Doing this as a guy who got no clock. You know, during my time when I was at Fort Hays, when I wasn't getting any clock, we'll come from a 15-hour bus trip, and the first thing that I would do is I'd look over to everybody and I say, all right, peace out, see y'all. I act like I'm leaving the gym. I'll turn right back around. I'll walk back up to the janitor. I'll tell him, hey, look, Jason, can you turn the lights on for me? He's like, you want the side court? So I was like, nah, can you turn the lights on for the main court? Just give me about another 45 or an hour. And it'll be about 2 a.m. So I'll shoot. I'll grab the ball rack out of the locker room. I'll put on my practice jersey, and I'll sit there by myself 2:30 a.m. in the morning after we went on a bus trip, putting up shots. You know, all my other teammates, they wanted to go out party, they wanted to go out drinking. You know, more power to you. You know, it's college, you got to live life. But I knew I wanted something so much more past that. So while they trying to rush off the bus to still make it to that after party, I'm trying to rush off the bus to put my gear on so I can go ahead and put these shots up. Pretty much what I was doing. That's what kept my sanity. When I come back from like our home games and I didn't play, I was getting up at 5 in the morning in college by myself, not any individual workouts to come to the gym. I would run to the gym by myself and put up shots. You know, I was putting myself in through these workouts. And the price that I paid during that time frame of my sacrifices of not partying and not going all the way out and going crazy in college, it paid off to me getting my contract overseas, and none of my teammates got a job. And it actually turned around because then my coach is calling me up after he hears that I'm in Argentina, and after he hears that I'm over in Dubai. He's like, yo, Rob, you got overseas, man. Can you help some of our guys get over there where you at? That moment, that's when I started laughing. I started looking like, man, you know, everything comes back around full circle. Things flip around, you know, you do what you're supposed to do, you grind, you put your head down, and you know what I'm saying, last will be first will be last, man. The script will be flipped, and if you're on top, you gotta maintain that hunger, which is why now I'm looking at myself at 11 years of my career, because these are the things that base my foundation. But I never got to a place in my career where I said, oh, I'm just good. I'm satisfied. Like I got it. And that's probably because I never had it all. You know what I mean?